G'day viewers, welcome to the next episode of It's Always Beeroclock. My name's Mark, behind the camera we have our sidekick Dave, and our other collaborator Simon is on holidays again, this time in Queensland. Now, today we're going to be heading to the Northern Beaches suburb of Brookvale, and more specifically to the Seventh Day Brewery. Now, whilst one could drive to Brookvale, when you're having a few beers, it's good to have a plan B, and our plan B is the Beeline bus, which we're taking here from Wynyard in Sydney's CBD up to Brookvale. So let's make a beeline for the Beeline. Okay folks, so here we are at the Seventh Day Brewery in Brookvale after our exciting ride on the B1 bus line. We're going to go inside and meet the founder of the brewery, Mike Beresford-Jones. So let's go in and see what's brewing. Okay folks, we're here with Mike Beresford-Jones, the founder of Seventh Day Brewing. Mike, thanks for having us here.
Yeah, always a pleasure to meet people and chat about beer.
Absolutely. So, tell us a little bit about your own personal background.
Look, I used to be a cinematographer and a kind of home brewer on the side, and that little hobby just kind of spiraled out of control, really. Here we are.
I see. And I take it from your subtle accent that you're not from around these parts originally.
No, I was born in Zimbabwe back in the day and moved around the world a lot with my parents. Went to school in England, boarding school and university in England, and then married an Aussie. Oh. And yeah, here I am.
Here you are in paradise.
That's right.
Okay, so you mentioned that you started off in home brewing and that sort of expanded. So maybe you could tell us a little bit more about the history of the brewery?
Yeah, so home brewing, you know, I was kind of stumped by the fact I couldn't buy a craft pilsner in Australia.
Right.
So I thought I'd tap the idea around a few of the breweries around here, and they laughed at me and said, you know, pilsner's not a craft thing. People only want big IPAs and ales. So I pushed on anyway. I didn't believe them, and crowdfunded a bunch of cash. I went to Gypsy Brewed that pilsner. Then we had a big party and everyone kind of came and grabbed their box of beer, their t-shirt and their hat, and we all got pissed and did that a few times. And that kind of led to investment of the actual brewery itself. So.
Okay, and I understand the brewery has a bit of a green and community flavour to it.
very much so. Like, we were born out of the community, the crowdfunding, and so we really love to give back to that, right? That idea that the community was there for us, we should be there for the community. So we sponsor rugby teams and all sorts of stuff, do charity fundraisers, yeah, and have a great time. Plus, all the stuff in here that you see apart from the brewery is all upcycled or recycled. So all wine barrels, old cable drums for tables. We pulled out a mezzanine that was in here when we moved in and made the bar out of the wood from that. Everything's upcycled, recycled. The big light that came off a commercial that my wife was working on.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's from somewhere else.
All right, and tell us about this wonderful green wall behind us.
This is our hydroponic wall, and it's a sort of attempt to try and mitigate some of the CO2 we produce. So we put it in. It's a real live living one, all hydroponics, from a bunch of guys over on the other side of Brookvale who make salads for Harris Farm in containers, hydroponic containers. Salads, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mike, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the capacity of the brewery?
Yeah, sure. We're quite a small brewery. It's 1,000 litre batches that we make, and we've got big 2,000 litre tanks that we brew twice into those, and then we've got a set of small 1,000 ones which we try our new experimental beers in. Capacity is about 100. We're about 160,000 a year at the moment. The capacity is probably about 200,000. We're max out about there with what we got.
Okay, and it looks like you've probably got a little bit of room for expansion.
Well, it's funny you should say that. You never have enough room, right? So we always feel a bit cramped. And we thought when we rented this place, it was twice as big as what we needed. And actually, we're already running
out of room. Yeah. And maybe you could take us through your range of beers that you have here, your core range, and any specialty beers that you have on.
We've got the Pilsner, obviously. We talked about that.
Yes.
That's stayed as #1 selling beer in the tap room since its inception. We've got, the main thing that we try to do is have approachable beers. We're not making crazy, super triple IPAs or imperial stouts and things like that. We want people to be able to come here, sesh a few beers, have a great time. We're partnered with the pizza place next door, so you can come and have a meal and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's really about being approachable. So we've got our pale ale, which is quite a traditional American pale ale.
Right.
We've got a red IPA, which is one of the bigger beers we make. That's about 6.4, I think. We've got our XPA, which, what is an XPA? That's the big debate. Ours is an extra pale ale, so a really light-bodied, but quite sort of hoppy.
Yep.
We've got our Pacific Ale, which again is a hazy-ish, sort of big Australian hopped, or not big, it's only 4.1, but it's got a lot of Australian hop in it, so really quite punchy on that hop front. And we do a cider, a raspberry and apple mixed cider, which is really good. Chicks love it.
Okay.
The ladies love it. Sorry.
Of course. And you mentioned you're running out of room. What are your plans for the next 12 or 18 months?
Actually, we're just having a look at that at the board. We're really kind of knuckling down into this. And the real plan is to just get the most out of this taproom venue as we can. We're not looking to expand, particularly. There's a lot of economic headwind coming our way. So I think the idea is to just really maximize the experience in here, and get more punters through the door. We do wholesale, it's not that we don't do that. We do wholesale throughout Sydney and Newcastle and the Central Coast, but really the emphasis on the taproom experience.
Okay, and you mentioned that the Pilsner is your biggest selling beer here in the tap room.
Yep.
Is that the biggest selling beer in cans as well?
No, funnily enough, it switches. People go to the bottle shop, I think they want bang for their buck, whereas here they come in session stuff. So in the bottle shop, it's our pale ale. That's easily the biggest seller.
All right. Interesting that there's that difference.
It is. I couldn't believe it. That's right. Yeah.
Mike, I'm interested in the new Far King Lager. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. We brewed that to celebrate King Charles's coronation and his birthday. Being that he's a king, and he's far away, we thought, oh, we'll make it fucking lager.
Ah, that's logical. Well, long live the king. Thanks, Mike. It's been wonderful learning about Seventh Day Brewery and the range of beers that you've got here. We look forward to tasting a few, Dave and myself.
Cheers.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Anytime.
All the best.
Fucking lager.
Fucking. Okay, so we're here at Seventh Day Brewery with
Ross Heron.
Ross and
James.
James. Fellas, have you been to this brewery before?
I reckon this would be number 5 time here.
5th time? How about you, Ross?
I'm pretty regular here.
You're a regular?
I'm a regular on a Friday, yeah.
Okay. And do you have a favourite beer here?
I do, the West Coast IPA.
West Coast IPA, and Ross?
And the Red XPA.
The Red XPA. Okay, guys, well, thanks for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're here at 7th Day with
Chris.
Chris,
Eileen.
Eileen,
Gary.
Gary,
And Murray.
and Murray. Okay, folks, have you been to 7th Day before?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Many times.
many times?
Yeah.
All right,
For me, it's the first time.
first time for you? Okay, so maybe we'll start with you. What's your impression, Eileen?
Yeah, it's obviously very nice. We sit in the sun outside. They have also next door really good pizza. So, first impression, very good. Haven't been in yet, so
Okay. And what beer are you drinking? Do you know?
a lager.
Lager. And how do you find it?
It's nice.
Okay. Okay, so we'll ask the rest of the crew what their favourite beer is here. Chris? No.
Murray.
Murray.
Yes.
Chris? Murray.
I'm drinking the red ale. Red IPA.
Red IPA. How are you finding that one?
It's nice. I've been trying it at the different breweries around here. They've all got a red, so this is a pretty good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary, how about you?
I actually probably say the red as well, though I am not drinking that just now. Trying something different, a little bit lighter with the lager,
Okay.
and it's quite nice.
Okay, and Chris has got a smaller size.
Yeah,
Beer.
but also the red.
Also the red. Okay. And have you tried any of the other of the range?
Absolutely. What the Seventh Day Brewery does, which is quite nice, they try to craft German-style beers as well with the Pilsner, and they had a Märzen on tap for quite a while. So it's quite good. They've got a big range.
Yeah. And would I be correct in assuming that German style is close to your heart?
Yes and no. I'm from Austria.
Okay.
So, yeah.
we'll cut that bit out. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day, folks.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us.
Hey, thank you.
That was fun.
Okay, we're here at Seventh Day Brewery with
Sarah,
Sarah,
Debbie,
Debbie,
Beck,
Beck,
and Rollo.
and Rolo the dog. So, girls, have you been here before?
I came here when they first opened up, like 3 weeks after. Stumbled upon it, had no idea it was here, and they were just starting out. And since then, back all the time.
Okay, so you live locally?
Yeah, just up the road in DY.
Okay, and your friends here, you've been here before?
Yeah, once.
Once?
No, never.
Never?
First time.
Okay, and what beer are you having today?
I'm having the Cherry Porter, which is one of their specials for the month.
Okay, and how are you finding that?
It's good. Like, I think I love when a brewery does a limited release,
Yep.
and that's something that they haven't done a lot previously, so it's really good to see something different on the taps.
Okay, and what are you having?
Just a Pilsner,
Okay, that's their foundation
like
beer.
standard, yeah.
Yeah, and what do you think of that one?
Very nice, yeah.
Okay, and?
Same and same.
All right.
I don't drink beer.
Well, good on you for trying it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. All right, so we're here at Seventh Day Brewery with
I'm Franco.
and
Martin.
Martin.
Yep.
Guys, have you been here before?
We've been here a few times.
Okay, and do you have a particular favourite beer, Martin?
Well, I'm sort of sticking out with the Pilsner. Pilsner's my favourite.
Yeah, I believe that's sort of the original beer that they founded the place on, so it's got to be good.
Got a good taste,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Pilsner as well, but I'm trying an XPA.
And how are you finding it?
I like it. I thought it's very light, it's not too heavy, and it's good for us old blokes, the babies.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.
Not a
Thanks for
problem.
talking to us.
Have a great one.
All the best.
Okay.
Have a good trip back.
So, David, there are a number of beers here in the core range and specialty range that we're actually going to run 2 semi-finals. So what have you got us for the first semi-final?
Well, this is their core range of the more amber coloured liquid. So we're starting with the Plan B, which is their 3.5% ale. Then moving on to the Pilsner, the XPA and the Pacific Lager.
Okay. I'm interested in tasting these, particularly the Pilsner, since that is the beer upon which this brewery has been founded.
It is. It seems to be Mike's favourite.
But the Plan B, as a mid-strength beer, it's a good name.
I love the name. I particularly like the name, and also I love the fact that we get to try a mid-strength beer, which I don't think we've been really trying over the last couple of times.
No, well, it's worth trying indeed. It's always good to have a Plan B.
Indeed it is. Cheers.
David, time for the second semi-final. For this semi-final, we've got the Hazy, the Red IPA, the Suit Up Black IPA, and the Cherry Porter.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so let's go for it.
Cheers again for the second semi.
Cheers. May the best beer win. David, we've just about completed our second semi-final. Of the first semi-final, which was your winner?
I think actually the Pilsner was surprisingly good.
Surprisingly?
Yeah, I'm not a Pilsner fan, but I thought the Pilsner was very true to form. It was good.
Okay. So that was your winner from the first semi-final.
Yes, I'm assuming you're going to do a bit of a commendation though.
Well, my winner from the first semi-final was the XPA, but the Plan B mid-strength beer was probably the best mid-strength beer I've ever had. It was actually really tasty, and normally I would shy away from a mid-strength beer, but that was really quite good.
I agree. I actually did not think it was a mid-strength beer. For a 3.5% beer, it was almost like a classic ale. It was really, really good.
Yeah. And out of the second semi-final candidates, which was your favourite?
This one was tougher. I still think, for myself, between the Red IPA and the Porter, it's a really, really tough choice, but I have to go back to the Red IPA. Just, it really holds its own.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you there. I preferred the Hazy and the Black IPA, and of those two, I'll probably go the Hazy.
Okay.
But anyway, it's been a great day here at Seventh Day Brewery.
Oh, I just think, and full credit to Mike being a wonderful host. Really good.
Yeah. Actually, I'd be happy to come here 8 days a week. Until next time, folks, it's always Beeroclock. Cheers.
Cheers.